Hey there guys, Go with the Current23 back again with another video, and this is going to be a video that I haven't done before but I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I just kind of never got round to it, but I thought now's the time to kind of do it. And I'm going to call this video Why I Hate the Films I Do. And what I mean by that, there is a list of certain films that have been made that I actively hate. You know, there are films that, I think that was a bad film, but I can just forget about it and it'll just go away. But there's certain films that when I saw them, I hated them. They're films I never want to see again. Films that even non-plus that were even made in the first place. Just films that either filled me with dread whenever I hear them, or when I saw them in the cinema, I actively felt angry when I came out of the cinema that this atrocity was even made. And it's not a very long list, but it is a list that comes from the heart. It comes from the heart. First up, we're going to go with a film that is not one I technically hate. It's a film that I would consider giving another try, but not in the near future, and it is Peter Jackson's King Kong. When I saw this film, it was on television. I finished watching it, I said, what the hell was that? It's at least 45 to 50 minutes too long. I mean, it looks pretty good. Like I said, I'd consider giving it another chance. I mean, what the fuck is that ice skating bit about? What is that? I don't understand it. By the way, throughout this video, there will be strong language, so if you don't like strong language, probably turn the video off, because I'm going to be on kind of rant mode. But I said, what is ice skating about? I don't understand it. It is very strange. Now, but say I've kind of, because other films on this list are ones that I never want to see again, but this one I would give another chance. So, first one on my list is Peter Jackson's King Kong. I just laugh because I've got them written down here, but I just laugh whenever I see the names. Next up we have S. Darko, the most fucking pointless sequel ever made. I made it to about, I think, 40 minutes in, and I had to turn it off. It was atrocious. I mean, the only thing I could give it was the fact that Davey Chase, who played Donnie's sister in the first one, kind of was in the forefront in this film, but it just did not work whatsoever. I don't even know who directed it, but whoever directed it did not know what they were doing. The script was horrible. The acting was pretty damn bad. It's just, this film does not need to be made whatsoever. I mean, Donnie Darko is one of my favourite films of all time. It is a lot of people's favourite film of all time. But if you haven't seen this one, do yourself a favour, do not see it. I mean, I saw it, I just felt intrigued about what it could be, and I thought I'd give it a chance, but it's never a film I want to see again. I implore you never to see it. If you're a fan of the first film, you probably won't anyway. But it holds up as the most pointless sequel of all time. I don't want to talk about it anymore. S. Darko. Next up on my list is a film that Chris Stuckman did a Hilariosity review on a couple of weeks ago, The Happening. He kind of argued that the fact that it's so bad that it's funny, but in my opinion it's just so bad. It's just, again, it does not know what it is. I mean plants killing people. I mean, what the fuck is that about? It's Day of the Triffids or something. M. Night Shyamalan, I actually obviously he made like some of the kind of the greatest kind of supernatural thrillers ever made, Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense and Signs as well. And he took a bit of a misstep in The Village, which I personally quite liked, but a lot of people didn't. And this film, I remember going to see this film at View Cinemas, and the thing was, I read a review of this film, and I think it was the Metro newspaper, the free newspaper you get, and it was giving it like really bad reviews, and other places were giving it really bad reviews, like 1 and 2 stars, and I thought, well, I thought they were kind of just didn't like the film because M. Night Shyamalan directed it and people really hated The Village, but I wanted to give it a chance, you know. I was a fan of the guy. I thought that the reviews kind of were quite vapid in what they were saying, you know. They gave it really just horrible reviews and saying it's really, really rubbish, but I gave it the benefit of the doubt and I should have listened. This film is just absolutely fucking horrible. I mean, this film, there are certain films that I watch and there's like actors in it that I quite liked before they're in this film, and then the film just kind of sours my my feeling about them. And this did this for me with Zooey Deschanel. Every fucking time I see this woman on TV, I want to poke her in the fucking eyes. She was horrible in this film. Mark Wahlberg, I don't know what hell he was doing. Even he said that he didn't know what it was about. It's just absolutely fucking horrible. Oh man, it just... Like I said, some people say it's so bad it's funny, but in my opinion it's just so bad. Don't see it if you haven't. Well, if you haven't already, kind of, you know, maybe watch it, see what you think. Maybe people will like it, but if you do like it, you're an idiot. Anyway, so that's happening. The penultimate film on this list is, again, one of the most pointless sequels, Cabin Fever 2. It's misogynistic, it's disgusting, it's deplorable, it's fucking atrocious. I mean, even the director of this film, Ty West, wanted nothing to do with this film when it came out, but for some kind of legal thing that had to have his name on it. Even the director of the fucking thing didn't want his name on this film. Think about it. It is disgusting. I mean, if your idea of a good horror movie is someone spitting semen into a sink, fair play to you, but it's just absolutely horrible. Like I say, it's just deplorable, it's just disgusting. There's no redeeming features to it at all. It completely shits on the original film, which I thought was really good. I mean, the guy who survived at the end of the first film kind of gets killed in the first 3 minutes of this film, which is just stupid. It was just run over by this complete cunt in this car or something. I can't even remember half of it. It's like I say, it's horrible. It's disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. So that's Cabin Fever 2. Now, the number one, this is going to be a sticking point of a few people. I have, I guess, vocally expressed my hatred of this film. A lot of people don't know why, and I wanted this kind of opportunity to kind of explain myself, really. A couple of people on YouTube kind of asked me why I didn't like it. I didn't answer them for whatever reason. And like I said, I wanted to explain myself. And this film was going to divide a lot of people. I mean, people just were disappointed by it. People liked it, but I just absolutely hated this film. When I was in the cinema, and literally every word or every line out of these people's mouths just filled me with adrenaline. I've never felt that before. It's just, I feel it right now. It just completely courses from my body. Absolutely hate this film. It stars Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, Robert De Niro, Jackie Weaver, loads of other people. It's Silver Lining Playbook. I call it Silver Lining Shitbook. I hate this fucking film. And I'm going to explain why. The characters I actively hate. You know, there's people that kind of think the world owes them a living. The script was horrible in my opinion. I did not like it at all. The one thing I can give the film is the cinematography was good, but apart from that I absolutely hated this piece of shit. Like I said, the characters were just horrible. I mean, I don't like films where people are horrible to people who don't deserve it, and I don't know, it is quite hard to explain why I just hate this film. But like I say, I just hate the characters. I mean, like in The Happening with Zooey Deschanel, this did that with Jennifer Lawrence. Every film I see her in now, I either kind of don't want to see or actively kind of go out my way not to hear about, if you know what I mean. Like if I see like an advert with her in it on like a trailer or something, I just kind of keep away from it. I mean, a lot of people like her. This film completely soured my opinion of her. Bradley Cooper, I can forgive for this film because I liked him in The Hangover and other films he's done. I don't hate him as much as, well, I don't say hate her, but I just kind of don't really like her anymore. This film just completely soured my opinion of her. Robert De Niro, yeah, fair enough. Jackie Weaver, fair enough. You know, Chris Tucker, nothing against the guy who was in the film, I guess. I can't remember half of it, but like I say, I just hate. Like I say, it's really hard to explain, but it's just. Let me think. It's just. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But like I said, I was just sat in the cinema. I was this close, this tiny little bit close to leaving, just writing it off and just like kind of not just kind of try and forget about it. I've tried to forget about it now, but it's hard when people kind of say, oh, it's the best film ever made. No, it fucking is not. I mean, fair enough if you do like it, nothing against you if you do like it at all. And please don't kind of, if you do comment, please don't kind of throw insults at me just because I don't like, just because I hate a film that you like. I mean, you're absolutely entitled to your opinion, and just respect that I'm entitled to my opinion. And that is my opinion on this film. I hated it. I was sat there, literally, adrenaline was coursing through my body. Like I say, I was that close to walking out. But I've never walked out of a film before. Oh wait, yeah, I have. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but that was because with other people who didn't like it. So yeah, but I've never been in the cinema on my own and walked out of a film. I'll say that. But I just hated this film. Like I say, it's really hard to kind of put it into words why, but it's just people being horrible to other people for no reason. That speech kind of near the end where Jennifer Lawrence is kind of berating Robert De Niro about the fact that she was lucky when he thought she was unlucky or something. And just every word out of her mouth, I just wanted to fucking punch her in the fucking mouth. Oh man, it feels good to vent, you know. I mean, I want to talk about this film, so I never have to talk about him again. Like I say, I call this film Silver Lining Shitbook because it is. I just hate if anyone mentions it, like that someone someone said to me, "Oh, have you seen American Hustle yet?" I'm like, no, I did not, because it's the same director, I think probably the same writer, the same character's going to be like fucking. They're going to be horrible to each other for no reason. Like I say, I just feel like I'm not kind of portraying why I don't like this film, like in an articulate way, I guess. But that's all I can say, really. I hated the characters, hated the story, that dance thing at the end. I just wanted like everyone, like a gunman, to come in and shoot everybody. The ending was fucking horrible. I just hate this movie, and that's the bottom line. I mean, that's the long and short of it. That's where the cookie crumbles, whatever cliche you want to say. But that is why I hate Silver Linings Playbook, which I call Silver Linings Shitbook. So there you go. Like I said, please don't throw insults at me just because I don't like it. Like I say, fair enough if you do like it, but whatever. I just hated it. So yeah, that is about it. Oh man, it really feels good to get this off my chest. I say King Kong, I would give another chance. S. Darko, The Happening, Cabin Fever 2, and Silver Lining Shitbook, I never want to talk about again, and not going to talk about again. I don't want to hear about again. I don't want to see about again. I don't want to see a poster. I don't want to see an image on the internet. I want to forget about it. And that's it. So, thanks for watching this video. Like I say, it felt really good to get all this shit off my chest. And thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.